explosions, chaos, fire, and more, because BRACKEYS Game Jam 2021.2 just ended. And not to brag, but I kinda submitted my game one day early. I don't even use all the time given, I'm built different. So yeah, the theme, rather interesting, was let there be chaos, and I let it be chaos, no problem. I also came kinda far and experimented with new things such as big ass maps, as you can see right here, spatial sounds, complex AI walking patterns, and more. So yeah, let's dive in. Okay, so the theme was announced and I got a call from my boy on Discord. So I hopped on 2K and specifically told him I can only play for 30 minutes. After 6 hours of gaming, I sat down and started thinking of actual ideas for the game. But as I said in the past, I'm not the most creative person, not even a little bit. So I started modeling some houses and some buildings. Now, one thing that I love right now is that I'm at a point where if I think of something, I can actually implement that without it looking scuffed or rushed or anything like that, is what I thought. So I modeled and modeled until I realized I only had 6 actual days. It was day 3 and all I had was this one map, more or less. It wasn't even finished. And then again, my boy calls me and goes, hey, do you want to play some basketball? And I go, yeah, why not? I mean, do I have anything to do at all? So I finished the map and go outside. Came back kinda late and I had that 1 AM urge to turn my life around. So I started working on the actual game. So I stayed up until 3 AM to finish 3 maps and actually coded some AI logic, which wasn't even that hard to begin with, but I just never started doing it. Now all this time I had a real crazy story in my mind which required some voice actors, but I didn't have anybody to ask, so all the voices in the game are made by me on the 4th day of the jam, dehydrated, with FL Studio half awake. And the fact that people actually complimented the voice acting was but it was all good since I made a main menu, found some sound effects, a song, and after figuring out how the frick sound attenuation works, I actually managed to add some sound effects to the game. And thus, I put together what can only be described as a masterpiece. So by day 6 it was all looking good. I made the last tweaks, being changed some cinematics, added a custom sky which I think is really cool actually, to all the levels, made a pause menu and polished the other menus really quickly, and I thought it was good for packaging, you know, so I packaged it. And in all Vlad fashion, I forgot to make an icon for it. So I made a quick beautiful looking icon and repackaged it, this time with all the correct settings, and it actually worked. Now at this point it was ready, I zipped up the files, made a page for the game, and I called it a day. Well, I couldn't really call it a day since it was afternoon, but called it a half day. And thus Prince J was born. You can find it on my itch, go download it, it's very cool. Yes, and subscribe and also like, and also follow my Twitter and also follow my Instagram and everything. A game where we walk places to find out things, detonate explosions, are a self-proclaimed prince, catch intruders, and many more. I don't really want to spoil everything for you guys, so I'm just gonna leave it at that and you guys go download and play it for yourself. And I'm not even kidding, itch.io says this is a masterpiece. Look, this masterpiece is free, but masterpiece. Even itch.io thinks this is a masterpiece, it's definitely a masterpiece. So yeah, that was one hell of a week, but wait, there's more. On one side, 2021 Epic Mega Jam only had 5 days out of the 7 remaining, and it's giving away laptops just as every other year, and the game has 50 downloads. Now how did that even happen, since as you can see it's pretty much more than any of my other games. Basically, after finishing the game I went to the topic section and asked who is down for a rate for rate, you know, and then I went to sleep. Very bad idea. I woke up to 49 comments and notifications, so like 20 people wanted me to try their game and already tried mine. So I started using my Sunday in a very productive way. Now I've rated 18 games at the time of speaking, but there's still 10 days. I think I'm gonna rate a little more. Now some of the games I played are terrible and some are actually really good. I'm not gonna say which one's which though. You guys guess it. I wish everybody good luck, and it was a ton of stress, fun participating in this jam. I literally forgot the last 2 BRACKEYS game jams were even happening. So this time I had 2 reminders in my calendar not to forget forget, and I didn't forget. That was very cool. Shout out to the friend who actually asked to play my game, and it was totally not the other way around. Someone else playing my game on screen share really taught me some things that would otherwise now seem pretty obvious. I'll keep them in mind for next time. Now, I used to not like 2D games, but some of the ones I played are really good and really changed my mind on playing 2D stuff. And also, I feel like an idiot because this is Brackeys Game Jam. Brackeys used Unity, everybody uses Unity. Me, a random ass dude, just used Unreal Engine. I mean, yeah, see you guys next week. I hope with the epic mega jam, that is assuming I actually finish and participate properly. And if you didn't already, make sure to subscribe because, you know, it helps. Blah blah blah, I put a lot of work into this. Blah blah blah, you know the deal. Like, share if you have cool friends, if you have friends, and see you guys next time. Okay, see ya.